Moving along, let's take a quick look at site content reports, which you'll find grouped together in the site content section of the behavior category within your left-hand navigation. And I've selected the All Pages link, which is the first one here on the left. Let's close the menu to give us some more room, and let's talk briefly about the All Pages report. This gives you a quick overview of your top content, along with the page views, the average time on the site, your total entrances, bounce rates, and so on. You'll notice on the far right is this page value section. Now, I don't have this set up on this instance of Google Analytics, but this section would calculate transaction value plus total goal value divided by unique page views to give you an answer. Once you've set up goal tracking and applied values to various goals, you'll be able to see the actual financial impact each page on your site makes. This is really helpful because that allows you to come in and understand which sections of your site you might want to continue improving as they're helping or hurting your bottom line. Now, you'll interact with this report just like you would any other reports on the site. I'm going to bring open the navigation again, and let's take a look at the Content Drill Down report. It's the second link within the Site Content section. So our All Pages report gave us the performance of the individual items, but it didn't make it very easy to group them. And this can sometimes be misleading because you may have one section of the site, say a blog, that represents a ton of traffic when you group it together. But individually, each post in your blog might not bring in as much traffic as, say, your careers or About Us page. So when you look at that All Pages report, those blog posts are going to be far down on the report, and the About Us and careers and those big pages are going to be much higher. But it would be more accurate to say that the blog represents most of the traffic, even if the individual posts don't. So if we want to understand which of those overall sections of the site are going to be the most popular, we'll use the Content Drill Down report. If you've got your site organized into subdirectories, it'll be very easy to navigate this report. You can see here, as I scroll down, I have a list of all of the directories that my site is using. Here at the top, I have the root level directory, and Google's going to put any top level links in that root category. So yoursite.com/index.html, yoursite.com/hello.html, anything in that section will appear there. This is why a well-organized site will benefit when using this report. Now, all the information you see here in the Content Drill Down is the same content we see inside the All Pages report. It's just been grouped into subdirectories. What's nice is that now we can start to understand the overall impact of this content. So for example, if I select into the project folder here on line 5, I can see all of the subfolders within that project folder and how they all relate to the overall page views, bounce rate, and exit percentage. If I go back, we can see that these other folders, say work, if I select within there, there's nothing else within that, meaning the work folder is strictly one page or has another page, but it doesn't get any deeper in terms of the directories. But it's still a very meaningful report as I can see the information grouped a little bit more appropriately. Another thing you can do is look at the pie chart view, which will really help you understand the breakdown as it relates to the overall site. Now, moving along, I want to show you the landing pages report, which is the next link in the site content section. This is going to list all of the pages that visitors on your site entered from, so where they arrived from. You can use this report to understand how these pages are performing based on the bounce rate for each of these landing pages. Look for high bounce rates in this report to identify which pages need to be redesigned to be more effective. Next, you can also look at your exit pages report. Here, we can see which pages of your site were the last pages of a user's visit. If you see pages in this report with a high exit rate that are also functioning as landing pages, you want to be sure to revisit those pages of your site to make sure they're optimized and aren't driving people away. If you notice that your contact page is high up in the exit page, that's not a bad thing, as long as maybe you're using goal or event tracking to understand if people are actually filling out that contact form or making a phone call. But typically, a high exit rate on a content page is normal. Use these essential behavior reports to get insight into your top pages and event interactions, and use them to work to improve your site.